Okay, so I want to tell a little story about this thing that happened one time when I was in the army at Fort Drum. Little short story, but yeah. Okay, so this one day, we're having one of these army family events, right? Barbecues, like whatever. The army would sponsor these all the time. You bring your family down, like whatever, have a good time, kind of weekend. So this one day, we're having one of these things, and one of the things that we're doing, it involves a dunk tank, right? Everybody's seen a dunk tank. You sit up on a little seat. People take little like basketballs or whatever, and they throw them, and they try to hit a target and like drop you in the dunk tank. All in good fun. And a bunch of people go in there, and then people are like, "Come on, Levy, get in the dunk tank. Come on, do it." And once people are trying to get you in the dunk tank, you don't really have a choice. You can't say no. But I'm like, whatever. It's not a big deal. So I sit up on the seat, and they hit the target. They dunk me a couple of times. And then the next time, somehow I landed awkwardly on one foot. And it didn't hurt in the moment. I didn't know anything was wrong. But after like 5, 10 minutes, my foot, it was my right foot, started to hurt. And the more it went on, like the more it would hurt, right? And then I got invited to this like barbecue party at Burger's house. You know a little bit about him if you heard my other stories. And I'm chilling at Burger's, and my foot just continues to hurt more and more and more. And at a certain point, I'm just in straight up pain. Like, I don't know if my foot was broken or what. I don't know how the fuck you break your foot dropping in a dunk tank. I think that would be a first. But somehow, my foot hurts. And it was getting so bad I couldn't take it anymore. I could barely even walk, basically hobbling around Burger's house. And I'm like, bro, my foot hurts bad. What did you do, Levy? Like, I don't know. I think I broke my foot. Like, I'm sure you didn't break your foot. Just have some more beer and just shut up. I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like, I think I gotta go to the hospital. Like, you have to go to the hospital? For what? I'm like, I don't know. My foot hurts. So, uh, finally, I can't take it anymore. And I hobble to my car and I drive myself to the local hospital in Watertown. And the doctor checks me out. I think they even did an x ray on my foot. And they could find nothing wrong. Not a sprain, not a break, nothing. And the doctor basically shrugs and goes, I don't know what to tell you, kid. X rays are all negative. Maybe it's in your head. Like, no, it's not in my head, doctor. My foot hurts. And I'm like, well, I'll give you a little aspirin. And right before I leave the hospital, they give me a pair of crutches. Right? Now, it was just one foot. Now, I didn't have a broken leg. I didn't really need them. But I'm like, fuck it. What happens if this gets worse and I really have trouble walking? Maybe I'll need the crutches. So I said, whatever. I carry the crutches out to the car and just kind of throw them in my back seat. And I kept them in there for weeks and months for some reason. I don't know why I didn't just throw them out. My foot hurt for like, I don't know, a half a day. And then it went away. And then it was fine. But I just kept the crutches in there. Again. And every person who would get in my car would be like, dude, why do you have crutches in your car? Like, because I thought I broke my foot and I would need them. It was like, okay. Why don't you get rid of them? Like, I don't know. And like 2 weeks later, you still got the crutches in here? Isn't your foot fine now? Like, yeah. Well, why do you, like, I don't know. You know, like, and, you know, it got to the point where I went down to Long Island for leave, and I still had the crutches in the back seat, and Ashley sees them, and I told her about this, of course. I talked to her almost every single day, and she found it hilarious. She's like, yo, what happened to your foot? Like, I thought I broke it. Her little fucking crazy hyena laugh she would do. And of course she goes, "Why do you have crutches?" "'Cause I thought my foot was broken." "Why don't you just get rid of him, yo? Throw him out." "Like, I don't know, I just kept him." Yo, that's stupid, yo. And finally, after like 2 months, I finally got rid of the crutches and threw them in the dumpster. But, yeah. So, this was my little story about the time that I landed in a dunk tank and my foot hurt and I thought it was broken, but apparently there was nothing wrong with it. And the hospital gave me crutches that I never used and then kept in my car for no reason at all. What a crutch. What a fucking crutch.